You guys, we have some Euphoria updates as there are rumors as to what this next season's plot is going to be, and we are going to get into the reactions from those online who are seeing these paparazzi videos come out of Zendaya on set. People are saying so much, and it does feel like Sam Levinson's reputation is on the line with what is going to come out and be written for season 3. We're going to get into everything that is going on right now. As season 3 of Euphoria has been filming, I've been bringing these updates to how things have been going, as it's been a long road to get to this point, and as we've discussed, a lot of people are just tired and haven't been the most excited about another season of this show, despite how wildly popular it once was. There's just been so much time since the last season, and so much that has happened that's led to not everyone in the cast returning. The last season left us with a lot of questions as well, like, does Rue still owe Laurie $10,000 for the suitcase that she took from her and promised to sell? Will Rue and Jules make up? What happens with Lexi? What will they say about Fezco? Will Maddie get revenge on Cassie? What happens with Nate? And with a 5-year time gap supposed to happen, fans wonder if the storyline will just be brushed over or what. Back in February, HBO announced which cast and crew would be returning to the show and who would be added. Laurie, played by Martha Kelly, was listed, so fans are hoping to see that storyline continue this season with Rue and if she owes Laurie money still, though there's still a lot of questions of how things will play out for Zendaya's character Rue, especially since her mom and sister on the show will not be returning. Rue's sister confirmed her departure from the show, telling Variety in February, "It's bittersweet," she said, "of leaving the show. I loved Gia. I loved being able to embody her and give her life. I'm really excited for season 3. I know they're going to do something special and it's going to be good." Nika King, who plays Rue's mom, also announced her departure on the show and posted a video to social media.
"I see the DMs, I see the comments asking if I'm returning for season 3 on Euphoria. And unfortunately, I am not. My character is not coming back to the show, but I am forever grateful to HBO and Zendaya and Sam Levinson for giving me the opportunity to come on set and do my thing and do my dramatic thing, because a lot of people don't know I come from a comedy background, but I am so excited about what's next for me. I know that God does not make mistakes, and when one door closes, another one opens.
As we already knew, Barbie will not be returning as Kat, and she recently sat down with Nick Viall and discussed her departure.
I think it was very mutual, so it wasn't just like my choice. I think after having a lot of conversation and after season 2, I think there was just nowhere to go, you know? And I think instead of me kind of like lingering around for 9 months, I think it was best for, you know, both of us that we just kind of ended it there, you know? And I think for me, I mean, of course it's hard. I'm like, I love Euphoria. I love Kat. Like, Kat means the world to me. I mean, I spent so many years like pouring everything into her. But it's like, you know, you don't want to ruin a good thing. I think and it was a mutual decision. It was absolutely not just me. So it was like, you know, everyone decided that there was nowhere to go.
She also addressed the rumors that went around surrounding her leaving the show, as it was being rumored that she stormed off set and she was fighting with Sam Levinson, the show's creator.
Just, you know, it was tough, obviously. Like, there was a lot of like, you know, discourse about it that wasn't true. And I'm a person who just kind of like lets everything kind of happen. Because
was there anything in particular that you read that felt the most kind of offensive or egregious?
There was a couple. I think most of it, I mean, people just, it's a popular show, so people like took it out of, you know, sure. they kind of, there wasn't, like, I never like walked off set. There was never anything like that. Like, that was like a whole thing. And she like, you know, oh, I did all this. And I was like, I absolutely never did that. You could ask like the hundreds of people that were there every day.
No, fan theories.
Fan theories are crazy. And most of the time they're not right, but sometimes they are. Sometimes they are. Sometimes
well,
they,
you know,
yeah, sometimes I'm like, oh, wow.
Yeah, well, you know, you give them 100 guesses sometimes.
Then at one point you got to guess right.
And
as for the upcoming season, there's been a lot said about what will transpire and if this is the end. HBO's head of drama, Francesca Orsi, was interviewed earlier this year and said, "We've talked about it. I don't think anything is over until it's over, but it's been discussed that this is the end," Orsi said. "I think you will be very satisfied with this season and how we bring each of the characters' whole narrative," Orsi said. Fans will certainly be the judge of that, and they're a little apprehensive of where this story is going based on what has come out from the filming recently. Zendaya has been spotted filming outside a strip club, getting into an argument with a new character, and Zendaya has also been seen filming with Alexa Demie, with the two of them meeting up at a diner. According to some rumors, Maddie is working a night job and dating a wealthy businessman. Nate and Cassie are rumored to be married now, and Rue is apparently going to narrate what happens and has happened to everyone since high school. The main plot apparently revolves around past events, mainly involving Cal Jacobs and everything with him coming back to light, with new characters also being introduced. But at the same time as all of these potential plot rumors have been dropping, there's also been a lot said about whether or not these things are just being said in order to throw people off from knowing what's actually going to happen in the show. What we do know for sure is that right now, Euphoria Season 3 is set to be an 8-episode season and will likely drop once a week like it has in the past. And we do know that there are these images and videos that have been coming out from them on set, and people have been reacting to them. Someone reacted to these photos of Zendaya on set, and they said, "The hoodie is back, OMG," which, if you remember, Rue was always wearing this maroon hoodie that was her dad's on the show, and it was a comfort to her, and it reminded her of him. Though it does seem like that is not the same jacket in these photos. This is actually a bomber jacket. So anyone who was worried by seeing the hoodie come back, I mean, maybe it will be coming back, but this right here, this is looking like a different jacket. Now, someone else said, "I feel like Rue is a club manager and that's her girlfriend that also works at the club," which a lot of people have just been speculating on what exactly this strip club is going to mean in the show. Aside from potentially working at the strip club, we've also seen Rue work at the Smoke Shack. There's been photos of her coming out where she was filming in California, and it looked like she was working at the Smoke Shack. And people said, "So the storyline for her character is still totally hopeless and stagnant, I see. How is she supposed to pay back the money with a smoke shop job? 5 years later and she's working at a corner store? Rue, no, I wanted Rue to have her life together. OMG, Sam's gonna make all of them be losers." One thing people have been loving was those clips of Zendaya and Alexa filming together though, and predicting what might be going on, writing Rue being sober and Maddie being rich, perfection. I hope Maddie's a designer or a stylist. I'm guessing Maddie is rich now and is gonna pay off Rue's debt to the suitcase lady to pay her back for telling her about Cassie and Nate. Some are just hoping that Sam didn't get all inspired by The Idol and how he had The Weeknd's character running that club. They're hoping that isn't a situation here and it's not about to get all inappropriate for no reason. People are just watching Sam's moves this season very closely, especially because there's been a lot said about him since last season. There's just going to be a lot of eyes wondering what will unfold, and Sam's reputation sort of feels on the line. When The Idol came out, it was marketed as this dark, edgy look at fame, but what people got was nothing that they wanted. The plot made little to no sense, and people felt that many of the scenes were unnecessary and inappropriate and just felt uncomfortable to watch. It was so controversial that Rolling Stone did an entire expose on it before the show even premiered, and that's when people really started side-eyeing Sam. The article claimed that the show went from being a female-driven story to being reworked by Sam and The Weeknd into something way darker and more exploitative. People on set called it a toxic environment. So now that Euphoria is filming again, people are nervous. They're worried Sam's not gonna learn from past mistakes and keep the same energy. And people had already made comments about unnecessary nudity in Euphoria the first 2 seasons, but after The Idol, people really were accusing Sam of just being a weirdo. He's gotten a lot of backlash for how he writes female characters, and so they're hoping this next season of Euphoria doesn't add to his list of going too far for no reason. And it does feel like that was the reason why Kat ended up getting written off the show, because Barbie says that, you know, it was like a mutual understanding and she felt like Sam just couldn't write for her. Barbie had said in a statement in the past, "Sam writes for things that he relates to. I don't think he relates to Kat. I relate to Kat, so I go on my own path." And at first I was like, oh my god, I'm a flop, I'm a loser. But ultimately she realized it really has been a good thing. Which holds true to what a lot of people are saying about him not being able to write these female characters. But I mean, we will just see what ends up happening in this next season of Euphoria. I want to know what you guys think about all of this, from the rumors that are coming out about the plot to what Barbie had to say. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.